Hello, my friends. I'm just going to apologize in advance for the fact that I cannot figure out how to set my good camera up with a good microphone and my pop filter and all that stuff. So, one thing at a time, right? Because I finally figured out how to do podcasting, and here I am struggling with the videos. But I wanted to talk about something that I talk about all the time on my blog, because I feel like the fitness industry is focused on the workouts and the nutrition, but they are not focused on the mental and emotional aspects of getting fit. And I talk about it a lot because when it dawned on me that I was ignoring this important part of my fitness journey, then things really clicked in my mind for me, and mentally I feel like a lot more focused. So, the thing that I was referring to was basically just the whole idea of self-awareness and whether you're playing the victim or not. Because what you see a lot is not just, I'm a personal trainer, but even I have just made myself the victim in so many circumstances. And I think the difference between somebody who is disciplined and doing well and meeting their fitness goals and continuing to stay motivated is somebody who's self-aware enough to know when they're playing the victim and when to, I don't want to say get over it, but at some point you do have to get over it, because we have all gone through things, right? A lot of things have influenced weight gain or mental health issues or whatever. I don't care how extreme it is, but we've all been through something that influenced where we are now, and whether or not we became healthy or unhealthy. So like for me, I've gone through over a decade now of dealing with depression, and then it was really, really bad with postpartum after my first kid. So I have to close the door because my son's whining about Thomas the train or something. Anyway, and so I just want to talk about, like, the first thing that I did was kind of identify the things that were making me, like, I was using as excuses that was holding me back. And I would say that there's a time to let that identify you, and then there's this line where it's holding you back, you know? Obviously, we're formed by our experiences, but at some point we have to grow up and move on from those things and learn from them and let them make us stronger, instead of saying, oh, well, this happened to me and that's why I'm overweight, or that's why I eat unhealthy, or whatever, right? So you have to identify those things that happen to you in your life. Maybe they're harder to find for some people. Other people, it's going to be really easy to pinpoint. But for me, like, I wasn't overweight until I had kids. And so for a long time, that was my crutch. Well, I recently had a baby, or, these kids make me so tired, or blah, 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 blah. And so I used them as my excuse for a really long time. And, I had postpartum depression. I had a C-section, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't until I stopped doing that I really started to be able to take more responsibility for my own personal weight gain and more responsibility for my health. Because the fact is that we can all point fingers at other people for so many different things, but those people aren't going to take responsibility for your goals. The only person that can do anything about your goals is you. And time can help, but honestly, it doesn't matter what so-and-so did to you or what happened to you or whatever, but if you're playing the victim, it's never going to improve. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend any more time feeling sorry for myself. And I want to feel good about what I've done and proud of what I've done and what I am doing and what I'm working on. And that's just not going to happen the longer that I play victim. And as someone who has a long history with depression, it's easier said than done. I understand that. But I'm still going to have weeks, I know, where it's crappy and I'm playing the victim and I'm feeling sorry for myself. But now I'm conscious enough to know, okay, I need to pick myself back up. I'm going to hit reset tomorrow, and I'm going to make the conscious decision to change. And it is really a decision daily, and not even just daily, but multiple times a day, to make a healthy decision because that's really what health is. It's just a cumulative effect of the result of lots of healthy decisions. So I have to call people out as a personal trainer. After years of playing the victim, I have to say to them, like, have you crossed the line of like letting these things identify you in a negative way, or are you going to let these things identify you in a good way to where you can come out stronger? So I would encourage you to go back through your life and pinpoint a few key events. And I say events, not people, that have influenced your health negatively, whether it be mental or physical. For me, it's both. And just acknowledge those things and honor those things, and then think of like, how can I make myself stronger because of it? Because like for me, my whole blog, all of this Ironwild fitness and becoming a personal trainer only came about because I'd gone through really bad postpartum depression and I'd gotten unhealthy. Like if I had never gotten fat, I would never have the passion that I have for it now. Like I still struggle with my weight and I still have some ways to go. But I don't think that I would hold myself accountable in this way if it weren't for that fact. Like if I hadn't gone through those things, then I wouldn't be reaching you today. So you kind of have to swing it the other way and use those things to your advantage and use them for your own passion and setting the things straight. So be self-aware, know your triggers, know what's going to set you off, know your patterns, and focus on breaking those patterns. And I think that's the number one thing. Like, stop playing the victim, because it's harder to just live your life just like blaming things on other people, and you'll be more proud of yourself and you'll be happier if you just take advantage of what has happened to you. I don't know. Tony Robbins talks about this concept all the time, how life happens for you instead of to you, and it's just an attitude thing that you have to have. So I wanted to leave you guys with that, and I'm going to challenge you to think about those things today, and I want you to have a great day. Thanks, guys.